Hi, it's Andrew from the Tourism Exchange here. So what we're doing is making a video of the presentation we made in Cambridge last week. So for those of you who didn't get the chance to make it along, you can take a look and see exactly what the new initiative is all about and how it can help your business. So to start, I'd like to ask a question. So in tourism, the business of tourism, who is the most important person? And if we think about that in terms of what we're doing now in Cambridge, is it the local operator, the hotel or a tour operator? Is it the Cambridge iSite? Or is it us at TXNZ? Or is it the customer? We think it's the customer. The reason we're bringing this up is because we know now that there are a lot of customers with changing preferences towards how they research and how they book their holidays, and it's important for us as tourism operators to realize this and to be working with our customers to make it easy for our customers to find us and to book us. So as in any business, it's the customer who calls the shots, and we need to understand that, and being online is one way we can do that. Next question. So why should we be promoting and selling our tourism businesses online? So if we think about how the customer can find us and spend money with us, of course most of us are taking reservations over the phone and by email, but we also know now that there are a lot of customers who prefer to be booking and paying online securely with credit cards. And the next big wave is mobile bookings. So if we are just here, that might be good, but we're essentially shutting off customers who prefer to book and pay in these ways. Just using myself as an example, I know that when I go on holiday, I don't want to wait for email replies, I don't want to make phone calls, I often do my bookings late at night. I just want to be able to book and pay securely online. So we know that there are a lot of other customers out there like that, and again it's about thinking about the customer and what their preferences are and making it easy for them, essentially helping them to find us and to make a booking. So what we'd like to do is focus on 5 specific opportunities for businesses in Cambridge. So the first one is what's happening on the Cambridge iSite website. To start with this, we'll just go and do a search on Google. Most internet searches start on Google, and if we go to Google and we type Cambridge, there's Cambridge iSite number 1. It's a great place to have your business listed because a lot of customers go to Google, type in Cambridge, Cambridge accommodation, Cambridge activities, and top 3 or 1, 2 or 3, Cambridge iSite is always there. So the first part of the opportunity is having your business live and bookable on cambridge.co.nz. So let's say we're looking for something self-contained. We go into the page on the website, and we can see now that these businesses with book online. So these businesses are already connected, and if a customer wants to book and pay, they click the button. I'll show you how that works in a moment, but they can go through and make a booking and pay with credit card securely. The money is going through directly to the tourism operator, and the booking is going into their reservation system. Very easy for the customer and easy for the business. Now just back on this Google search, let's say we looked for Cambridge accommodation. Now we know that sites like What If, AA here in New Zealand, those sites, if we look at What If for example, we can see they're all using a search box. So customers online, they want things easy. So giving the customer the option to search for their dates without having to, say for example, scroll through the lists of the properties is one way to help the customer. So as on What If, the second part of this first opportunity is that the Cambridge website will have a search box. So let's say it's going to be here, we don't know for sure yet, and customers will be able to search and book accommodation and activities as well. So it's just about making it easy for the customer. We know that online customers like things easy. They don't want to click through multiple links and listings. If a customer is looking for something now and they want to see what's available, let's help them do that. So that's the first opportunity. The second one is working together with local event operators and having live availability and the search box on other websites such as the event websites. So because the iSite is part of the local council, they have relationships with event organisers. Marie has mentioned that event organisers have been in touch and wanting help to offer their customers accommodation options, and so what's the easiest way to do that? That search box that I spoke about, that essentially can be picked up and transported anywhere. So let's just look at this website here, for example, the Hydroplane Championships website. Lots of people coming onto this website, coming to the event and looking for accommodation. So it's interesting why I've chosen this one. As you can see that down here, it says here, if someone is looking for accommodation, check out a certain motel. That's great, but what happens when the rooms are gone from that motel? How does the customer find a place to stay? Surely the best time would be to promote the operators to them when they're on the website, and the second opportunity is about setting up third-party websites with search box and live availability. So it's something that's not being done at the moment. So you think about on these websites and other event websites how many potential customers come and visit, and exactly at the right time that they're looking for travel information to Cambridge, we can promote our business to them and they can make the booking securely with an instant confirmation and pay with credit card. Third opportunity is through the iSite itself. So across the counter, lots of customers coming in and asking for accommodation or activities. So we have set up the iSite with a tool. The name of the tool is the Launchpad, and what it does is let the staff in at the iSite search businesses who are connected, and they can see immediately who's available, and they can make a booking and pay for it with the customer's credit card. The tourism operator will get the confirmation, get an email confirmation, it's automatically in their reservation system, and money in the bank. So it's easy for the customer and easy for the business and easy for the iSite. So I'll show you exactly how it works. This is the tool that the iSite staff will see. This can also be set up on a computer terminal. Is it like a kiosk, like a booking kiosk? So let's just say we're looking for accommodation in Cambridge for this particular date, 2 adults. So this is a live search right now. And it's showing me these results here. So I can actually go ahead and book this. So at the counter, the customer is in front of me, I select which property I want, I click next, I go through and book and complete the booking and transaction with the customer's credit card. It's done. The iSite person is happy, the customer is happy, and it's very efficient. You can imagine how much time it saves. Instead of having to make phone calls looking for rooms, they can see straight away, and also the customer is committed and paid in full, so no risk of someone holding a room until 9 PM and no one showing up. Just also make a point here that it can also be used for attractions and events. So if we were someone was looking for something to do, we can see we've got options for events as well. Events, attractions and tours. So the two that are connected at the moment. So again, same thing, customer walks in looking for an activity, we can see what's available and can actually complete the booking then and there for the customer. So making it easy for everybody in this sense, and that's another new opportunity. This hasn't been done in the past. Okay, the fourth new opportunity is looking at individual businesses' own websites. Now, some of you may already have bookings on your website, live bookings on your website. Some may have an inquiry form. But what we're talking about here is where customers can search availability and book and pay with credit cards, as opposed to just making an inquiry. And I'll just show you, just using another connected business, tourism exchange business in another area as an example. So going through the business's website and coming onto their booking pages. Now, really important, if you don't have a website, you can get set up with this page as your website. It sits behind a domain name, which we help you get set up. There's no cost to do this, and you can set up your own image or header. You've got your business details there, including photographs. Customers can do a quick look through a quick slideshow to see exactly what your property looks like. Google Map, which is very important for customers when they try to find your business. Little description here. Now, all this information, the images and everything, you're controlling from the reservation system yourself. You don't have to call us to put those in. And the customer comes on here to make a booking. So let's just say we're looking for 2 nights from this particular date. So it will show us the rooms that are available and the rates. Now, these rates and the availability are all controlled by you through the reservation system. You close a room off, which is obviously what someone's done here, or they've got a booking and it's not available online. So if I'm the customer and I'd like to book here, I see what's available. I can also go and look for a bit more information with a nice photograph there. And this is really important to be showing customers this right when they're making the booking, to have all this information in front of them and make it easy for them to book. So they'll click on book, and again they've confirmed what exactly they are booking, the dates, the price, and then the customer goes down here and puts in their details and their credit card number and clicks pay now. Now, I won't make this booking because it would be a live booking, but what this does is mean that the customer can book and pay and get an instant confirmation. The money goes straight through to you into your bank account, and the reservation comes into your reservation system. Any dates that are not available or rates that you've changed just automatically update. So on your own website, very important to have online bookings. Those pages we showed you are brand new, showing customers lots of information at the time of booking, that's when the sale is closed essentially. So important to have your property looking its very best right then and there. If you don't have a website, you can get set up with a web page just like that for absolutely no cost, and you can be online in the online marketplace, taking live bookings with customers paying securely with credit card. So that's an opportunity. It's about being on sale 24 hours a day, instant confirmation for customers, and again, if you don't have a website, there's a very easy way to get into the online marketplace. Now, the last of the 5 is probably the most important at the moment. It's all about mobile booking pages and a mobile website. So let's say customers using an iPhone, for example, come onto our website. If anyone's tried to book with an iPhone on a website, you'll know how difficult it is, because the big calendar is very hard to navigate, very hard to enter dates, very confusing on the small screen. So what we have got now is what we call smart button technology. which essentially it's technology that detects whether a customer is using a smartphone or a computer when they're on your website. Now, if they're on a computer, we show them those booking pages in the previous example. But if they're on a smartphone, say an iPhone, then it automatically senses that and shows them essentially a mobile website. And again, so the customer comes on, they can see a slideshow, they can do the Google Map, which is very important because customers use the iPhone to book, and then they want to know how to get there. It drops right into their Google Maps application. Information about the property, images, descriptions. I mentioned that Google Map, very important for customers driving. Now when they're ready to book, they can come on, put in the number of adults or children, number of nights, and the date, and you can see how this booking screen has been designed for the smaller screen. And up comes the availability. Now again, they can go through and complete the transaction if they want to book, and name, details, credit card, and securely paid for. Now the booking comes through to you, email confirmations, straight through to the reservation system, money in the bank. Now what's great about this is that it's free. There is no extra cost for anyone on TXNZ to upgrade to the new smart button and the free mobile booking pages and website. Why it's important is we know that on our own booking pages, mobile use has been growing very fast. In the last 1 year alone, it's tripled essentially in the number of people using mobile phones or devices to do searches and bookings. By next year, it's estimated that 70% of all internet searches will be on mobile devices. So you don't really need to even use a smartphone just to understand that a lot of people are, and that it's a preference for many people, and it will continue to grow. And this is a way for you to tap into that market essentially without doing anything and without having to spend any money. If you'd like to see a couple of businesses that are using this technology, this is very, very new here in New Zealand, literally brand new right now. You can take a look at the websites of these two businesses here. Go on a PC and go in and click book online or check availability. Have a look on your computer and then do the same thing on your smartphone, and you'll see just how different it is and how easy it is to navigate through the booking process on the mobile phone. So last week, Phil from Queen Street Cottage came along, and it was great to hear his experiences. He was one of the first businesses that got connected and been up and running for about 6 months now. So before, Phil had a listing on Cambridge website, but no online bookings. So he's been set up with the booking button there, and we've also set Phil up with a simple web page. Now, if anyone's connecting now, they'll be getting the new web pages that we showed just previously, and everyone who's on them currently will be being upgraded over the next couple of weeks, which is why this looks a little bit different than the last one. And the great thing for Phil was that we did see him getting bookings, regular bookings, both through the Cambridge website and through his own web page. And that's what it's all about, is about bookings. And if any of you know Phil, I'm sure he wouldn't mind you getting in touch to ask what he thinks. I've been speaking to him a lot over the last 6 months, and generally it's been going pretty well for him. Again, it's about having your property easily found and easily booked. And if you've got a good offer and it's easy to book and pay, people will book with you. So now we'd like to cover the costs, of course, important for any business. So first of all, we'll cover the costs of using the TXNZ reservation system. Now, you can connect using other reservation systems. Now, we know that most businesses in Cambridge aren't using anything any kind of reservation system. So that's what we'll focus on, is to use our reservation system. If you do have another reservation system, you can get in touch and we can talk to you about how that works as well. So it's a reservation system that essentially it's an electronic diary that sits on your computer and allows you to manage all of your bookings and availability and do a lot more. So there is a cost, of course. Now, as it's a cost to your business, it's important to understand exactly what is included in that cost. And I don't expect everybody to, I won't read every single one of these, but it's a complete business management tool that gives you a lot of extra function. It's a lot more than just bookings on your website. A couple of the things we mentioned before was the free mobile booking pages and the mobile website. If you don't have a website, the system includes those web pages I showed you for no extra cost. Lots of things it does that can help you. Keeps all your customer data, backs it up off your own computer. You can do things like checking customers in and out. You can do print invoices, receipts, guest registration cards, even run your accounts through it, sales reports. You can connect to other websites and have your rooms live on third-party websites as well. And of course, it doesn't cost anything for the support. You've got toll-free support numbers, free support, and of course no contracts. And this one thing we'll also mention is that normally there is a $195 setup fee, and that's waived for Cambridge iSight members. So the next item on the cost line is the bank facility, the online credit card facility. So if you're processing any business on a credit card, there will be a cost. The bank will charge you for that, and it's important to understand what that fee is and what we get for it. So again, going back to the way the customer wants to transact, and that's, for many people, it's securely with a credit card. So the system takes care of that for you. Couple of points: it's the 1.8% flat rate is very competitive. Most businesses, smaller businesses, would not be able to negotiate a better deal than that with the bank directly. No monthly fees as well. Really easy to use, money straight in the bank, and really important, if you don't have a credit card facility, it allows you to transact online through your website, but also for people who book by email or phone as well. A big plus for a lot of businesses. There is the one-off setup fee of $60 for this facility. That's the only. Other than that, it's just the 1.8%, no ongoing costs. And the third part of the cost line is the costs of bookings through the Cambridge website. So I should point out that if you get a booking through your own website, then you don't pay these, and only bookings that come through are cambridge.co.nz, and here's an example here of exactly what that is. So any booking that you get, there is a cost, what we call a distribution cost, essentially getting your information to the customer and closing that sale. Even if it's a booking that's come to you over the phone, you may have printed a brochure or visited an agent or something like that. Every booking has a cost, and with the iSight being the local information centre, it's an important part of promoting the town. Some of the examples we mentioned earlier, e.g. those event websites, it's things like that the iSight will now be undertaking, and costs associated of running the iSight essentially need to be covered as well. Just a point about free distribution. Of course, in a perfect world, it would be good if all the business we could get didn't come with any distribution costs. There was a website in England a couple of years ago, england.net. It was a website and also a visitor information network set up by the government, and it didn't cost tourism operators anything, and it only lasted about 2 years because they just couldn't cover costs. So bookings through the Cambridge website at this rate. If now with these bookings here, we're talking about bookings across the counter or through a booking kiosk physically in at the iSite. Now I'll point out that you would never pay both of these. You would never pay both of these because you would either get a booking through the website or across the counter at the iSite. And also important to remember that you don't pay this if you get bookings through your own website. So for anyone who would like to go ahead, and we've had good feedback and new businesses signing up since last week, which is great. These are the steps involved. We're happy to talk to you either over the telephone or when we're down in Cambridge, talk about how it works exactly for you, give you a live demo of the system. Online application form is the first step, and we can help people go through that as well. The setup process, again, there are a few steps involved, but we will help businesses through it all the way. It could take a week and a half or so, and we'll help you at each step of the way, and full training in that as well. Once you're up and live, that means you're live on your own website, live on cambridge.co.nz, and ongoing free support, free 0800 support, and also no lock-in contracts or fixed terms. So the whole initiative is about driving new business to Cambridge and to Cambridge operators. So it's about looking at the future, not the past, and thinking about what customers will be doing and how we can position our businesses and the town of Cambridge for the growth that we know is coming. Any questions or anybody that would like any more information, please feel free to contact me. There are my numbers, or Marie at the iSite. So thanks very much, and we look forward to talking to you soon.